Hey, since we've been talking about intuition, Beth and I wanted to set up an example with you of something that we're sure has happened to you and probably more than once. So, Beth, you know what? You come up to an elevator, you reach out, you push the button, and the door opens. And you know what? You're facing this guy that gives you the once up and down. Or, you know what? Maybe worse. Maybe he's like this, leaning against the wall, looking at the floor, not even paying any attention to you, but your intuition goes off.
That feeling that something might not be right here.
So, tell me, how do you deal with that? What do you do?
Well, you know, one of the things that we have to do is always listen to our intuition. If your tummy is telling you that there's something wrong, there's a reason why you might not want to get on that elevator, you better listen to it.
So, what would be a reason that you might get on the elevator? And we ask this because we hear this so many times, and we hear so many different reasons from women or younger men or older men, seniors, why they get on the elevator.
You know, everybody seems to have a reason why they would override their intuition instead of listening to it. We don't want you to do that. But one of the things people say is, I had to. I was in a hurry. I was late for a meeting. I was late for class. My friends are waiting for me. I had to get on the elevator. I had no choice.
So a question for you. Would taking 1 or 2 extra minutes out of your life to make sure you're safe, rather than getting into a steel enclosed environment with someone where your intuition has already told you that something isn't right, is that worth 1 or 2 minutes of your life?
No, it's not, Rob. 1 or 2 minutes goes by so fast, and knowing that it could change the outcome at the end of the day, definitely, please don't say, I'm in a hurry, I have to get on the elevator. Take the minute, take the 2 minutes, take the 3 minutes if you have to, and wait for the next elevator.
You know what? I had a lady one time tell me as well, you know, my intuition went off, the door opened, and I saw him, but I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be rude, so I actually went in the elevator. Is that a reason to get in the elevator?
No. If your intuition is going off telling you not to get on the elevator, don't get on the elevator. If you think you're going to be rude by just saying, no thank you, I'll wait for the next one, you're not. Being rude would be going, ew, I don't want to get in the elevator with you, I'll wait. Okay, that's rude. But just saying, oh, I'm waiting for my friend or I'm waiting for my sister, you go ahead. That's not being rude.
Hey, that's a great thing to do, right? That's a wonderful tool. I forgot something or I'm waiting for my friend, go ahead,
sure.
I'll grab the next lift.
Definitely.
And you know what? Another thing that I've heard, and I've heard this so many times, my intuition went off, I didn't feel good about stepping in, and then all of a sudden I thought, I'm just being paranoid.
Rob, your intuition going off, it's an instinct. Your intuition is a guardian angel. It's something you always have to listen to. It's a tool our body has to keep us safe, and you should never override it to paranoia.
So let's take a look at what intuition is versus paranoia.
Okay.
So intuition is an instinctive response that we get when we have a sense of danger or something isn't right. We get the feeling, and then we get the thought. But paranoia is one of those things that come into play when, you know, you said you looked at it and went, ew, I don't want to get in that. That's a judgment, right?
Yes.
So you might look at someone and make a judgment and go, I'm just being paranoid because I don't like the way they look. And you still might get in the elevator.
Well, and that's true, Rob. You can't pass off your intuition as being paranoid just because you're making a judgment that someone may look like a bad person. We can never judge people on their looks.
No.
But you're never being paranoid. Listen to your intuition, follow it, go with it. It will save your life, I promise.
So, in self-defense, intuition is probably the #1 most important tool that you have to identify risk and danger. So, if your intuition goes off, listen to it. Remove yourself from that place. If you get a sensation of paranoia, maybe you've seen someone, maybe inadvertently you've made a judgment and you get this thought and then that becomes a feeling, listen to it. Don't make the mistake of thinking that it's just paranoia and walking away.
And you can be wrong. It's okay to be wrong, but I would rather be wrong than the alternative.
Hey, and just like we started at the beginning, right, talking about time, it isn't worth 1 or 2 minutes of your life. Listen to your parent or to your intuition, respond to it, and remove yourself from that problem.
Definitely.